If you have a crescent moon on your hand, these 5 things will happen. Have you ever stopped to wonder what your hands might reveal about you? Have you ever noticed how their intricate lines form patterns, unique, personal, almost like a fingerprint of your soul? What if these patterns weren't random but held clues to your future, your essence, and even your destiny? For generations, cultures across the world have explored the art of palmistry, decoding life's mysteries through the lines etched in our hands. But today we're diving into something even more extraordinary, something deeply symbolic and spiritually charged, the crescent moon. Take a moment now, put your palms together, and look closely. If you see a crescent-shaped curve along your heart line, know this. It's more than just a coincidence. It's a rare mark, a symbol of extraordinary potential, and a sign that your life is destined for something remarkable. In this video, the Journey of Wisdom will uncover the 5 life-changing events tied to this mystical sign. And if you stay with us until the very end, we'll share a hidden truth about the crescent moon, a truth so profound that it might just change the way you see yourself and the world forever. So, before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a chance to explore life's deeper mysteries. Now, let's embark on this journey of discovery together. Number 1. Awakening of intuition, perceiving the invisible. The crescent moon on your hand is said to symbolize an awakening of intuition, acting as a beacon for subtle energies, deep emotions, and spiritual connections. Just as the moon reflects the light of the sun, this crescent is believed to mirror the hidden truths of the universe, inviting us to tune into the whispers of our inner voice. Imagine it as a gateway, guiding us to perceive what lies beneath the surface. Realities often obscured by the noise of everyday life. This connection is not just mystical, it ties directly to the deep reservoir of intuition within each of us. The story of Akiko, a young woman who sensed the energy of a diseased tree and intuitively understood how to save it, beautifully illustrates this idea. Her inner voice acted as a guide, enabling her to connect with the tree's needs and restore its vitality. This is the power of intuition. It helps us to perceive the invisible threads that connect all beings and events. Intuition is a skill many of us underestimate, dismissing it as coincidence or imagination. But as the Buddha once said, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. By cultivating awareness and mindfulness, we create space to listen to our inner voice. This enhanced intuition not only helps us recognize subtle spiritual messages, but also allows us to anticipate and respond to challenges with clarity. It can feel like a sense of gentle guidance, a knowing without words, which can shape our decisions and enrich our lives. For example, when faced with uncertainty, trusting this instinctive wisdom can often lead us to the right path, whether it's about relationships, career, or personal growth. Modern life often encourages us to ignore our intuition, favoring logic and data over gut feelings. But the crescent moon on your hand reminds you to embrace this balance between the rational and the intuitive. How often do we second-guess ourselves, only to realize later that our initial feelings were correct? By trusting your instincts and quieting the external noise, you align with the universe's flow, making life feel less like a struggle and more like a harmonious dance. Developing this trust takes practice, but it begins with small steps, moments of silence, mindfulness practices, and tuning in to what your heart whispers. The crescent moon may also signify a connection with higher realms, a doorway to understanding the subtle messages of the universe. It's as if spirit guides or universal forces are gently nudging us, helping us navigate life's complexities. Have you ever experienced an inexplicable sense of knowing, like predicting a friend's call before it happens, or feeling a sudden urge to make a decision that turns out to be crucial? These moments remind us of the vast web of energy we are part of, a reminder that intuition bridges the seen and unseen. As Rumi wisely observed, there is a voice that doesn't use words. Listen. In practical terms, cultivating this sense of inner knowing means learning to trust yourself more. Start by observing how your body responds to situations, those subtle signs like a quickened heartbeat, a sense of ease, or a knot in your stomach. These physical cues often align with intuitive insights, acting as the body's way of communicating wisdom before the mind can rationalize it away. Journaling your thoughts, meditating, and spending time in nature can also help sharpen this connection. As Akiko demonstrated, listening to the subtle cues of her environment allowed her to act in alignment with what was needed, and the same principle can guide us to make choices that benefit not just ourselves, but others as well. In today's fast-paced, technology-driven world, reconnecting with this ancient wisdom can feel like a lifeline. The crescent moon on your hand is a symbol, yes, but it's also a reminder of your innate capacity to tap into something greater than yourself. By leaning into this power, you're not only developing a skill, but embracing a way of life that prioritizes harmony, compassion, and a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. The Dalai Lama once said, "When you talk, you are only repeating what you already know. But if you listen, you may learn something new." Let the crescent moon remind you to listen, not just to others, but to your own soul. In doing so, you awaken a gift that brings clarity, confidence, and connection in every aspect of your life. Trust this inner compass, for it leads you toward a path of peace and wisdom, aligning you with the subtle energies that shape the universe. Every moment becomes an opportunity to deepen your awareness and live in harmony with the world around you, just as the crescent moon waxes and wanes in rhythm with the cosmos. Let its presence be a source of inspiration, reminding you that the answers you seek are already within you, waiting to be heard, trusted, and followed. Number 2. Building bridges between hearts, empathy and compassion. If you have a crescent moon on your hand, it carries a deep and beautiful meaning. This unique mark symbolizes connection, a union between the spiritual and the material, between the heavens and the earth. More than just a physical feature, it reflects something profound about you. A natural gift for empathy, compassion, and understanding. You are a bridge between hearts, someone who instinctively brings people together, heals emotional wounds, and offers comfort where it's most needed. In a world often filled with pain and division, this mark suggests you're a peacemaker and a healer of the soul. Let me tell you a story about a man named Taro. Taro worked as a nurse in a bustling hospital, a place where suffering was part of daily life. But Taro wasn't just any nurse. He had a gift. Patients didn't just feel cared for by his medical skills. They felt truly seen and understood. His warm presence, kind words, and gentle listening created a safe space for patients to share their fears and hopes. One elderly woman once told him, "Taro, you don't just heal wounds, you heal hearts." Whether it was holding a hand during a tough procedure or offering a simple smile to someone in despair, Taro became a source of light for everyone around him. To many, he was more than a nurse, he was a guardian angel. This ability to bring hope and relief came from his deep empathy, an inner light that seemed to flow naturally through him. Now think about yourself. If you carry the crescent moon on your hand, it might mean you share a similar gift. You have an ability to connect with others on a deep level, to sense what they feel even when they don't say it out loud. Perhaps you've noticed how people open up to you, how they feel calmer and more understood in your presence. These are signs of a rare and precious quality, one that can transform not only individual lives, but entire communities. Your empathy isn't just a skill, it's a calling. Imagine what you could do with it. Could you mend broken relationships? Could you create harmony in a family torn by conflict? Could you bring light to someone's darkest days? Let's consider this. The world today is often a place of disconnection. People live busy lives, often isolated by stress, technology, and fear of vulnerability. Yet someone like you, a person with the gift of compassion, can make an incredible difference. When you listen without judgment or offer support, without expecting anything in return, you show others what love and understanding truly mean. You become a messenger of peace, someone who reminds people that they are not alone. Doesn't the world need more of that? Doesn't it need more of you? But here's an important question to ask yourself. How are you using this gift? Are you tapping into your natural ability to bring people together, or are you letting it go unnoticed? The crescent moon on your hand isn't just a decoration. It's a reminder of your potential. What will you do with it? Will you use it to strengthen relationships, to ease someone's pain, or to inspire hope in those around you? These aren't small tasks, but they are meaningful ones. The truth is, even small acts of kindness can create ripples that extend farther than you realize. Maybe it's a kind word to a struggling coworker, or a moment of patience with a loved one. These actions may seem small, but they have the power to heal. The story of Tarot teaches us that empathy and compassion are not just personal traits. They are tools for building a better world. If you have the crescent moon on your hand, you are being called to use those tools wisely. You are a bearer of light in a world that sometimes feels shrouded in darkness. Embrace this role and remember that your ability to care for others is a gift, one that can inspire and uplift countless lives. So, what will your story be? Will you choose to be a bridge between hearts, a healer in someone's time of need, a source of peace in moments of conflict? This world needs people like you, people who carry the crescent moon not just on their hand, but in their spirit. The lesson here is simple yet profound. The greatest impact you can have on the world comes from your ability to connect with others. Your empathy can be the difference between despair and hope, between isolation and connection. So, take that first step, listen, care, and be the light that someone is searching for. In doing so, you honor the meaning of the crescent moon and fulfill its promise to bridge the gap between hearts. 3. Fertility, growth, and renewal. The crescent moon has long been a symbol of fertility, growth, and renewal. And if you find one gracing your hand, it's more than just a mark. It's a powerful sign of your innate creative energy and potential. Think about this for a moment. What does it mean to be a creator in your own life? To have the ability to shape dreams, breathe life into ideas, and share beauty with the world. The crescent moon represents this ability within you. It is not confined to traditional definitions of creativity like painting or writing. It could manifest in the way you solve problems, connect with others, or even approach daily challenges. As the Buddha once said, your work is to discover your work, and then with all your heart to give yourself to it. The story of Hannah, a young artist with a crescent moon marking her hand. Since childhood, Hannah saw the world differently. Where others saw an empty field, she saw endless colors waiting to be painted. She would take her pencil and sketch the delicate play of sunlight filtering through the trees, or the quiet beauty of a lone flower by the roadside. Her creations were vibrant and original, filled with the kind of raw emotion that could make people pause, reflect, and feel alive. She wasn't just creating art. She was sharing a piece of herself, her perspective, and her heart with the world. Through her creativity, she brought joy to others, and in doing so, she found joy within herself. Can you think of moments in your life where you, too, shared something meaningful with others, your thoughts, talents, or kindness, and felt the same sense of fulfillment? Those with a crescent moon on their hand are said to have this deep well of creativity and the power to inspire others. Whether through art, music, writing, or even the way you live your life, your essence is a beacon for those around you. It reminds us of the impermanence of life and the beauty that comes with embracing change and growth. Every morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most. Another teaching from the Buddha emphasizes that renewal is constant, and your creative energy is part of this universal rhythm. You are not just a bystander in life, you are an active participant in shaping it. Now let's consider what this creativity might look like beyond traditional forms of expression. Perhaps you're someone who finds joy in cooking, blending flavors to create something that comforts and nourishes others. Maybe you're a parent who uses storytelling to teach your children life lessons, or a teacher who brings new ideas into the classroom, sparking curiosity and wonder. How do you bring your unique perspective into the world around you? The crescent moon calls you to recognize and celebrate your gifts, no matter how big or small, and to share them with others. The crescent moon also symbolizes renewal. Life, like the moon, goes through phases. There are times when you feel full of light and energy, ready to take on the world, and times when you might feel like retreating into darkness to rest and reflect. Both are necessary, and both are beautiful. Embracing this cycle of growth and renewal allows you to stay aligned with your true self. Have you ever gone through a challenging period in life, only to emerge stronger, wiser, and more resilient? This is the energy of the crescent moon guiding you, reminding you that renewal is always possible, even in the darkest moments. Finally, this symbol encourages you to live authentically. The crescent moon on your hand isn't just a mark, it's a call to action. It's an invitation to create a life that feels true to you, one that reflects your passions, values, and dreams. As the famous Zen proverb says, when walking, walk. When eating, eat. In other words, live fully in the moment and pour your heart into whatever you do. What would it look like to approach your life as if it were a masterpiece in progress? What small steps could you take today to add more color, depth, or meaning to it? So, if you have the crescent moon on your hand, know that it is a sign of your boundless potential to create, inspire, and renew. It's a reminder that your life itself can be a work of art, a masterpiece that reflects who you truly are. Take a moment to reflect. What beauty will you create today? What dreams will you bring to life? The answers are within you, waiting to be discovered and shared with the world. 4. The value of solitude, self-discovery in silence. The value of solitude, or the transformative power of silence, stands as a profound element of self-discovery, marking a significant change for those who possess the sign of the crescent moon. These individuals often find themselves drawn to moments of quiet reflection, not out of fear of loneliness, but as a deliberate act to connect with their inner being, nurture their spirit, and uncover their personal truths. This inclination aligns with the wisdom of the Buddha, who said, "Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without." For those who carry this unique sign, solitude becomes a sanctuary, a space to hear the whispers of their soul and embrace the stillness that reveals the essence of life. Consider the story of Kenji, a devoted monk who chose to dwell in a solitary mountain hut, surrounded by the unyielding beauty of nature. For years, Kenji immersed himself in silence, meditating and observing the rhythms of the world around him. His solitude was not a retreat from life, but a path into its depths. Through quiet contemplation, Kenji discovered the harmony between his inner world and the vastness of the universe. The rustling leaves became his companions, the flowing stream his guide, and the silence itself his greatest teacher. His experience illustrates that solitude is not merely being alone. It is about being whole, an opportunity for profound spiritual growth. Those with the crescent moon on their hand naturally gravitate toward such moments of introspection. In a world bustling with noise and distractions, this sign serves as a reminder to seek balance through silence. Modern life often equates productivity with constant activity, leaving little room for stillness. Yet, solitude offers a wellspring of inspiration and clarity. It is in these quiet moments that one can dream without limits, create with authenticity, and reconnect with forgotten passions. As the philosopher Blaise Pascal observed, all of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. This truth highlights the immense power of embracing silence as a tool for self-discovery. Solitude also cultivates resilience and inner strength. When you spend time with yourself, free from external validation or judgment, you begin to trust your instincts and understand your values. This alignment fosters a sense of purpose that is unshaken by external chaos. For those who carry the crescent moon, the call to solitude is not about escaping the world, but preparing to engage with it more fully. By quieting the mind, they access a reservoir of inner peace that becomes their compass, guiding them through life's challenges with calm and clarity. In today's fast-paced society, solitude can seem like a luxury or even a burden. Yet it is precisely in these fleeting moments of stillness that the magic happens. Take a walk in nature without your phone, spend a few minutes each day in meditation, or simply sit in silence, allowing your thoughts to settle. By doing so, you create space for your true self to emerge. As you embrace solitude, remember the words of Lao Tzu. Silence is a source of great strength. Through silence, you strengthen your spirit, gain clarity, and deepen your connection to the world around you. For those with the crescent moon, solitude is a gift and a calling. It is a chance to nurture the creativity that stirs within, to find solace in the ebb and flow of life, and to discover the profound wisdom that lies beyond the noise. When you embrace solitude, you unlock a gateway to your soul's potential, a journey not of escape, but of transformation. Carry this insight with you, and let the quiet moments illuminate your path, for in the stillness, the truth of your being will be revealed. 5. Authentic and intentional living. Life, at its core, is a canvas, waiting for you to paint it with the colors of intention, authenticity, and purpose. For those who bear the symbol of a crescent moon on their hand, this idea holds even deeper meaning. This mark is said to be a gentle reminder, almost as if the universe has chosen you to live a life that stands out, not through grandiosity, but through depth, awareness, and meaning. It's a call to rise above the ordinary, to transform your daily existence into a masterpiece that reflects your truest self. Let me share with you the story of Yumo, a woman who embraced this idea wholeheartedly. Yumo wasn't a person with immense wealth or power, but she carried within her a profound sense of purpose. In a small village surrounded by hills and streams, where resources were scarce and hope was even scarcer, she decided to make a difference. Yumo built a modest school, not just to teach children how to read and write, but to instill in them values that could shape their souls: love, compassion, and respect for all beings. Her days were spent nurturing these young minds, sharing stories that kindled their imagination, and teaching them how even the smallest acts of kindness could ripple out and touch lives far beyond their own. Yumo's life was not without challenges, but she faced them with courage and determination because she believed her work was part of something greater than herself. In doing so, she created a legacy that inspired not just her village, but everyone who crossed her path. Now, let's bring this back to you. Whether or not you have a crescent moon on your hand, you too are invited to live intentionally, to give deeper meaning to your daily actions. How often do we rush through our days, caught up in routines, forgetting that every moment holds the potential for something extraordinary? Living authentically doesn't require you to make massive changes overnight. Instead, it starts with small, deliberate steps. Perhaps it's about greeting someone with genuine warmth, lending a helping hand without expecting anything in return, or pausing to truly listen when someone shares their heart. These little moments, when approached with love and compassion, are the brushstrokes that add vibrancy to your life's canvas. The crescent moon also symbolizes awareness, being mindful of the interconnectedness of all things. When you act with this awareness, you realize that even your smallest deeds have a ripple effect. Think about it. A smile shared with a stranger might brighten their day, prompting them to pass that positivity along. A kind word spoken at the right time could change someone's perspective. What mark do you want to leave on the world? What would it feel like to know that your actions, no matter how small, contribute to the beauty of something far greater than yourself? There's a simple truth here. Living life as a work of art is not about perfection. It's about authenticity. It's about embracing your uniqueness, your flaws, and your potential. The masterpiece isn't in the absence of mistakes, but in the courage to keep painting, to keep creating, even when things don't go as planned. Yumo's story reminds us that greatness is not measured by accolades or material success, but by the depth of our intentions and the love we pour into what we do. So, let me ask you, how can you start living your life with greater intention today? What small action can you take to transform an ordinary moment into something extraordinary? Take a moment to reflect on this, because the answers you find might surprise you. Remember, every masterpiece starts with a single stroke, and every meaningful life begins with a single step toward authenticity. The lesson here is simple yet profound. Live intentionally, act with love, and stay aware of the impact you have on the world around you. You are part of a vast and interconnected whole, and your unique presence matters more than you might realize. As you go about your day, keep this thought close to your heart. Your life is your art. Paint it with purpose, passion, and authenticity. Number 6. Final message. The secret revelation. The crescent moon etched into the palm of your hand is far more than a curious marking or a quirky feature of your unique lines. It is a profound symbol of destiny that invites you into a journey of self-discovery and spiritual awareness. This delicate curve is not just an aesthetic detail, but a gateway to something much greater. A portal to realms beyond ordinary perception, where alternate realities and infinite possibilities await those who dare to explore. Much like the moon itself, which waxes and wanes as it guides the night sky, this symbol on your hand beckons you to embrace the cycles of transformation and potential that exist both within and around you. However, it is important to approach this portal with caution. Just as navigating the vastness of an ocean requires a skilled sailor, accessing the deeper dimensions of existence demands high spiritual awareness and preparation. Without clarity, mindfulness, and wisdom, one risks being overwhelmed by the complexity of these unseen worlds. The crescent moon in your palm, therefore, is not merely a blessing, it is a call to awaken your inner self, a challenge to step into a higher state of being. Your ability to tap into these profound energies and alternate realities begins with cultivating a state of heightened awareness, where clarity replaces confusion and courage transcends fear. This symbol is not a passive sign that guarantees your fate. Instead, it challenges you to make a choice. Will you step into your extraordinary destiny, or will you settle for the comfort of an ordinary life? It's reminiscent of the parable of the two wolves, in which a wise elder tells a child that two wolves live within us all. One embodies fear, anger, and doubt, while the other represents courage, compassion, and hope. The child asks, "Which wolf wins?" The elder replies, "The one you feed." Similarly, the crescent moon urges you to nurture your inner potential, to feed the part of you that dares to dream and reach for higher truths, rather than succumbing to limitations imposed by doubt or complacency. In today's world, where distractions are endless and stress often overshadows our sense of purpose, the crescent moon serves as a powerful reminder to pause, reflect, and reconnect with what truly matters. Think of this symbol as a guiding light in a darkened room, illuminating the path to self-fulfillment and purpose. It whispers that your destiny is not confined to the predictable or mundane. Instead, your life is an intricate web of possibilities waiting to be woven into a masterpiece of your making. As Lao Tzu wisely observed, "When you let go of what you are, you become what you might be." The crescent moon calls you to release the grip of fear, doubt, and societal expectations, allowing you to rise into the extraordinary person you were meant to be. To align with this destiny, you must cultivate mindfulness and self-awareness. Begin with small, deliberate practices like meditation, journaling, or even simply taking a few moments each day to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Over time, these practices help you access the deeper wisdom within yourself, enabling you to navigate the portal of possibilities represented by the crescent moon. You may discover talents, insights, or opportunities you never thought possible, as this journey is not just about exploring alternate realities, but also uncovering the infinite potential within your own soul. The crescent moon is also a symbol of balance, reminding us of the interconnectedness of light and darkness, growth and rest, action and contemplation. Just as the moon waxes and wanes, so too must we honor the ebb and flow of life. Embracing your destiny does not mean rushing headlong into every opportunity or seeking constant growth. It also involves knowing when to pause, reflect, and recharge. This harmony between action and stillness creates a life of richness and fulfillment, allowing you to navigate the challenges and rewards of your extraordinary path with grace and resilience. As the Dalai Lama said, happiness is not something ready-made, it comes from your own actions. Ultimately, the crescent moon in your hand is a profound reminder that life is not merely a series of events or circumstances, but a grand adventure of discovery, choice, and transformation. It invites you to see beyond the veil of ordinary existence and step into a world where your potential knows no bounds. Whether you interpret it as a mystical portal, a spiritual guide, or a symbol of your inner strength, the message remains the same. Within you lies the power to create a life that transcends the ordinary. Embrace this power, trust in your journey, and remember that even the smallest step toward your true self can open doors to infinite possibilities. Thank you for being a part of this journey as we unraveled the mysteries of the crescent moon on your hand and its deep connection to intuition, empathy, creativity, and self-discovery. The crescent moon is more than a symbol. It's a gentle reminder of your potential to live authentically, to create with purpose, and to align with the greater flow of the universe. It calls you to listen to your inner voice, trust in the cycles of life, and embrace the beauty of transformation. If this video resonated with you or sparked a new perspective, we encourage you to like this video and share it with others who might find its message meaningful. Together, we can create a community where wisdom is shared and celebrated. And if you're as passionate as we are about uncovering life's mysteries, make sure to subscribe to The Journey of Wisdom. Tap the notification bell so you'll never miss our future explorations into the profound truths and ancient teachings that shape our lives. Each video is crafted to inspire, enlighten, and empower you to live a life filled with purpose and awareness. Your engagement means the world to us. It motivates us to dive deeper into these fascinating topics and bring you even more content that enriches your journey of self-discovery. Remember, every like, comment, and share is a step towards spreading wisdom far and wide. As you go forward, carry the wisdom of the crescent moon with you. Trust in your path, embrace your unique gifts, and know that the universe is always guiding you toward the extraordinary. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and keep exploring the depths of who you are. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.